I cannot understand why people advocate extreme high-intensity cardio, especially when people are trying to build muscle, they train really hard to do that, and then they assume about doing high-intensity cardio is going to help them lose more body fat and get leaner. They do their cardio after they finish doing their resistance stuff. They've been training for an hour, hour and a half, doing their weight resistance exercises, and then they go and do high resistance cardio. In reality, and I'm going to say this straight, if it wasn't for steroids, most of those people will shrink even more than they are shrinking, especially because it's to do with the energy that you're utilizing while you're doing your cardio. You utilize glycogen. Your muscles hold glycogen, but there is a limit to how much you can hold. So unless after you finish your resistance, which you utilize maybe every single milligram of glycogen that your muscles contain, what is he going to use after for energy? You think he's going to use fat? No way on this planet that's going to happen unless you're coming from another planet. A human being cannot do that because it will utilize energy, but the energy will not come from fat. It will not come from glycogen because you've already utilized that glycogen. It will come from muscle because muscle can be used as an energy source. So this is simple biology. It's nothing complicated about it. So why is it people still giving advice, personal trainers on YouTube, Instagram shit, why are they giving advice to do high intensity cardio to get leaner? I tried to talk about it before, but it seems it's going through to deaf ears. If you want to do cardio, first of all, you shouldn't do it after you did any resistance training, unless you had a break, you ate a few carbs in between, you allowed the body maybe to convert fat into energy, but for that to happen, you need minimum 5 hours. Or unless you have a carb drink, sort of fast carbohydrates like sugars, and then you want to do your cardio. Well, what's the point of doing that? You're trying to get leaner, so why are you eating more carbs? So you don't do that. You expect yourself to get leaner, and trust me, people that get leaner is not because of that. It's because they're using steroids, they maintain their muscle mass and don't lose as much, because steroids will help you do that. Or they're using fat burners to help them utilize more fat. Years ago, nobody did cardio. They trained maybe even twice a day to get, doing their resistance stuff, and they died. If you're an athlete, a bodybuilder, a fitness person that is doing competitions, why are you doing cardio? If you can come with an answer to that in a logical, scientific, biological way, then I'll put my hands up and say I'm wrong. And we can film it as well. We can go in my podcast room and we sit down and debate the issue. But you're not going to come up with the answer.